Hi YouTube, I'm Ashley and I'm starting a channel. Welcome. I want to talk about my new tarot deck. It's my first tarot deck I've ever had, and growing up in church, I don't know how many can relate, but I grew up in the Midwest, kind of a mixture between Southern values and the Wild Wild West. And basically these were forbidden. So were Teletubbies. Tarot and Teletubbies. And Prince. Shouldn't say that name too loud because that's my brother's dog's name and my dog's best friend's name, and he gets really excited when I say it. So basically, I am on here to share my spiritual journey and how I've been changing and learning, because it might help someone. It might be relatable to someone. I came from a church background. So I was raised in a pastor's house. My grandpa was a pastor. So was the sperm donor. He was also a pastor. That's the title he gets, by the way. That's his official name in this channel. Ugh, gross. Maybe we'll change it. Anyway, we love Queen of Cups. Sorry. Empathy, tender-hearted, security, loving, warmth, kindness, healer, happiness, faithful, supportive, good mother, inspirational. I want to be a mother. I definitely mother a lot of things and people already. I've always been that way since I was little. So this card, I'm just going to show you guys so you can see the deck, because it's gorgeous. Oh no, don't be blurry. There you are. Beautiful. Okay. And the quote, I always like to show the quote. Did I already show that? Be open to receive the healing, love, and nurturing you need. Amen. Amen. So, the cards that I've been pulling for myself have just been they're just encouraging, and multiple times they'll come up. They're just kind of reinforcing what I already know. So I've learned that unlike how church wants you to approach spirituality, it's actually very accessible, and it's within. It's not without. Your connection to God and Source can be found within. And I've always known that. I just didn't really know how to access it without religious means. And so that's how I stumbled on to tarot on YouTube. I'm so grateful for it, because countless messages were resonating with me. I felt seen, I felt heard, I felt not alone. And that's what I realized the illusion was that I had to break out of, was the lie that you're alone, ever alone, even when you're physically 3D alone. You're never alone. And that's not in a superstitious way. That's not in a stereotypically, I don't know, unhinged way. I have learned how to trust myself again, which sounds funny when I say it, because how did you get through life not trusting yourself? It wasn't easy. Trusting everyone else, everything else but me, was stupid. Basically being projected on so much that I became a mirror, because there was no other way to be. People just tend to project. And I stopped. At a certain point, I stopped responding with their energy. I was like, my energy is mine and mine alone. That's been my mantra for a long time. My energy is mine and mine alone. No one has permission to take it, access it, manipulate it, So help me, source. And I realized I was giving my energy or it was being taken away from me. And I learned how to reclaim that. The words you speak have power. And I don't mean that as Hollywood Santa Claus way. I mean that in the real way. In the real way. You know, your words are magic. They are. They do things. They have power. We try to say magic is separate from us. We are the magic makers. We are co-creating with the divine. We are here to make this world better. That's its destiny. That's our purpose. And I can feel better is coming. Can we see it? No. We can see it in small ways. I can see it in small ways, honestly. If you're looking for it, you can see it. But is that what the Matrix wants you to see? Is that what the big theatrical show wants you to see? No. I had to unplug from doom scrolling. I had to unplug 6 months ago. It was just literally killing me. It was not okay. And I realized that I was willingly letting the system and the Matrix siphon my energy in the form of fear and anger and resentment, you know, all the above. When I started looking at those emotions and I started just taking back my emotions, taking back my power, things started changing. I stopped being so angry because I realized that anger wasn't even mine, you know? And I learned that the anger that was mine was coming from a place of being smothered or submerged or hidden from my real value and purpose and power and strength. Because when you realize that God and Source are within each and every one of us, unless you're an NPC, let's call that out. If you're a real source holder, nothing competes, nothing compares, nothing replaces. This is the power, this is the source, this is everything. And you'll see a lot of false representations or counterfeits like AI. Our job is to hold on. Hold on for dear flippin' life. Hold on. Hold on tight to the truth. Hold on fiercely to the truth. That's why I'm here. I just want to shine light on the truth, because this darkness has been thick, been running a little too rampant. So anytime you start having those dark thoughts, for example, I started having a dark thought like, maybe abundance isn't for me. Maybe abundance isn't coming for me. And then I have to stop myself and say, who am I? I am. Who am I? I am. I am the universe. I am the source. I am co-creating with the divine. I am limitless. I attract everything that's meant for me. Nobody takes what is meant for me away. Nobody. Whether I have to fight for it or whether I have to step aside for it so my angels can fight for me and my guides. This is an abundant creation we're living in. Time to lock in. Time to tap into your abundance and your truth and stop being the consumer. Stop being consumed and start being the creator you're meant to. So whatever creative outlet you need to do, whether it's making YouTube videos, whether it's tarot reading, whether it's teaching, whether it's singing, whether it's writing music, whether it's anything that you can make, you have to do it, guys. This is like, you have to do it. It's not a matter of, do I deserve to, do I have time to? You have to. Otherwise, this isn't going to change, you know? You have to flip the script back to the original. We've been sold a false script that we're not in charge here. I'm in charge, yeah. Wish I was a dad. You know that. Scouse baby. Oh, love that baby. So freaking smart. So yeah, that's why Ancient Auntie is in the house. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Authentic Ashley in the house. Okay. And we're not gonna stop. We don't stop. Can't stop. Won't. Because if you're anything like me, the sweet exterior is holding a mighty flame. The mighty flame. Okay? So tap in, lock in, love yourselves, love yourselves. Literally love yourselves. That's how we break all of this shit, is by loving yourself. And I'm going to show you guys how I learned how to do that. But in the next video, because I've got to end this one at some point. It's just an intro. The Queen of Cups is the card that came out. So once again, be open to receive the healing, love, and nurturing you need, guys. Okay? Be open. And we're out here, you know? We love you. I feel the love now, and I want to share it, and I want to give it back. Okay? So, see you guys soon.